Hey everyone, I am Nate and welcome to HypeHub. In today's video, we are going to be having a look at the top 10 coolest things in space. In at number 10 is the Golden Record. When the Voyager spacecraft launched in 1977, it contained a special item on it that was intended for intelligent aliens if they were to ever find it. Yep, we're sending aliens messages about Earth. Contained on the two phonograph records are sounds and images that were selected to accurately portray the extensive diversity of life on Earth. If you've ever made a time capsule at school, then that's pretty much it. The Voyager 1 is currently the farthest human-made object from Earth, and if you're curious about what was on the record, you can find the playlist of it on YouTube. Check out the mixtape we sent to the aliens. In at number 9 is the Dead Mars Rovers. There are currently 4 rovers that are on Mars. Rovers are better than stationary landers because they're able to move, explore, collect a number of samples, and move to get sunlight to recharge their batteries. There's one in particular that needs some recognition though. Mars Exploration Rover Opportunity, also known as MERB or as OPI, was launched all the way back in 2003 on June 10th and landed January 4th, 2004. The rover was only going to originally last for 90 Martian days, but Opportunity lasted 5,352 Martian days or 5,498 Earth days. It lasted over 14 years longer than the mission had originally intended. The purpose of the rover is to look for life, assess the climate and geology, and see if humans could one day live there. After 14 years of overtime, a whole planetary dust storm in June of 2018 prevented OPI from recharging its batteries, and its mission was officially over as of February 13, 2019. Rest in peace, OPI. In at number 8 is a smelly and tasty space cloud. Astronomers constantly look into space to try and find some of the basic building blocks of life or the remains of life. Every now and then they get a reading which is a little unusual and sometimes a little silly. Throwback to 2019 when scientists looked at an enormous ball of gas and dust in Sagittarius B2 where they found a chemical known as ethyl formate. To many, they wouldn't know anything about this particular chemical, but it is this molecule that gives raspberries their flavor. Well, not this one chemical exclusively, it takes a few more to make the taste of raspberries, but it is also the same chemical that is part of why rum smells like, well, rum. This space cloud definitely sounds like it's ready for a party. In at number 7 is a moon. The moon that orbits Earth is incredibly important. It acts as a shield protecting Earth from other out-of-these-world objects and is responsible for the tides. That, and it's really pretty and makes a special appearance in a lot of romantic comedies. It's important. What if it had a little helper though? What if it had its own moon? Known as a moon, submoon, moonitos, grand moons, and moonettes, these satellites are only theorized at the moment. That being said, we only asked if they could exist recently, and a paper published at the beginning of 2019 has said that there is nothing that would prevent a baby moon forming near a bigger moon. We just have to keep looking. In at number 6 is dark matter and dark energy. Everything that we can see in this universe is made up of matter, but that's not what the whole universe is made of. That's only about 5% of everything. The remaining 95% is broken into dark matter, which makes up 26%, and dark energy, which roughly makes up 69%. Now, there are scientists that still believe that these things might not exist and that their behavior of space could be a result of gravity. We can't detect or interact with this dark energy and dark matter with our current technology, but we're able to see the effects of it. What's even crazier is that as the universe expands, these things might be increasing. Crazy, right? In at number 5 is mini black holes. Also called micro black holes or quantum mechanical black holes, these mini black holes are significantly smaller than their larger brothers, but they might actually be older. Theorized to have been created during the Big Bang, these mini black holes might just exist in space, and there have been some concerns that we might accidentally create them with the Large Hadron Collider. It's a supermassive pipe that we smash particles in for science. Scientists have informed us though that if they were to accidentally create a mini black hole, that it would evaporate pretty much immediately and might only leave a little bit of radiation. It's fine. In at number 4 is gravity waves. Predicted by Albert Einstein in 1916 on the basis of his general theory of relativity, these gravitational waves are only detected in 2016. Gravity waves is a curvature or ripple of space-time. Think about a puddle of water. When you throw a rock into it, ripples start moving away from it. Now, the gravity waves that were detected were created by two very large black holes merging together. There was a really cool animation of it doing the rounds on Twitter when it was announced, if you haven't seen it. The insane bit is that these gravitational waves not only warp space, but it also warped time. It's hard to explain, but it's actually really cool. I say that because I'm a huge nerd. In at number 3 is a giant space puddle. Think about a large body of water. The biggest body of water you've ever seen. A moment where you thought to yourself, that's a lot of water. Well, think again. Two astronomers found even more water. 140 trillion times the amount of water that is found on this entire planet, to be exact. Oh, and it's also surrounding a huge black hole called a quasar, and it's more than 12 billion light years away. Scientists expect to see water when looking out in the universe, but what's unique about this is that it is so far away and it's a vapor and not frozen like how it's normally found throughout space. Also, another insane number, this quasar has 4,000 times more water vapor than the entire Milky Way. In at number 2 is galactic cannibalism. Before we delve into the explanation behind this phenomena, this is eventually going to happen to the galaxy that we live in, the Milky Way, when it collides with the Andromeda Galaxy. But that's gonna take a while yet, so don't worry yourself too much about it. Basically, though the universe is a very large space, there are definitely areas of space that might be a little bit more crowded than the rest of it. In these crowded shopping center spaces, some galaxies will eventually collide. There can be only one winner in these sorts of situations, and that is usually going to the galaxy that is the thickest, the galaxy that is the fastest, and the galaxy that has the most matter. As they pass through one another, one will pull the matter out of the other galaxy, rarely some will collide, and the losing galaxy will be left with nothing else. It's almost like they don't even matter. In at number 1 for the coolest thing in space is hypervelocity stars. When we think about the solar system, we think of a handful of planets orbiting around a star flying through the vacuum of space, something a little bit like ours. There are, however, different types of solar systems. A binary star system is one where there are two stars at the center of the system rather than one. At the center of most galaxies are super large black holes that eat all light and matter as they approach. As a binary star system approaches the center of the galaxy where the black hole is located, an interesting thing happens. One of the stars is consumed by the black hole and is completely destroyed. The other is shot out at a speed that actually allows for the star to move independently of the rest of the galaxy. To give you a comparison, a normal star within a solar system moves around at 100 kilometers per second, whereas the fastest hypervelocity star that has been found moves at 1,200 kilometers per second. As of September 1st, 2019, we've only found 20. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like, as well as subscribe and check out some of our other videos. I'm Nate, this is Hype Hub, and we'll see you all next time.